If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Rudy, oh, ferocious slam inside.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
T-Wolves with the basketball. DiVincenzo to Gobert. Probing the defense to DiVincenzo. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
To Jaren Jackson. 5 on the shot clock for Memphis. Cashes in for 2.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
DiVincenzo. Has a chance, and he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezi. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Rudy Gobert, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Jaren Jackson. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Here comes the screen. DiVincenzo. 4-3. The rebounds pulled down by the Grizzlies. Good look that time, but off the mark.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
DiVincenzo. Down low for Gobert. Slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Jaren Jackson. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Timberwolves have the basketball. DiVincenzo. To Gobert. He was hacked. They let it go. Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range. That's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here comes the screen. 24-second violation. For three, textbook defense. Gets a shot up off the mark. To Jaren Jackson. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know to scout him.
From long range, Jackson comes down with the rebound. Memphis with the rock. And that's rebounded by Minnesota. And the rebound taken in by Memphis. To Jaren Jackson. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. The shot, almost. DiVincenzo. Here comes the screen. DiVincenzo. Let's it from beyond the arc. Rudy Gobert looking good. 4 for 5.
Doing this for years. No one wants to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Jaren Jackson. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
And the Grizzlies have the rebound. Grizzlies at the controls right now. To right. Jaren Jackson to right. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Right to Jaren Jackson. Fires the 3. They feel this kid is tough. The 4th pick in the 2018 draft.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Screen coming. To Gobert. He gets it.
A strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Jaren Jackson. Nothing going here on that drive. Scores from the post.
Two-way you can get them.
DiVincenzo. The Wolves down to 4 in the shot clock. Has a look. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
DiVincenzo. Off the assist.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
The Timberwolves have the basketball. Ike Anigbogu able to recover with the block. Shot from the lane won't go. To right. That'll get out of bounds off one of the T-Wolves, so it's going to stay with Memphis. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Caldwell Pope to right. He scores on the step back. Jay, how did he get free?
That boy's living his best life.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. That misses with 2 seconds to go. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Grizzlies out in front. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Has a chance. Can't connect. Shot was forced.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Memphis, they've got it. Nothing going here on that drive. Surveys the floor. From the painted area, won't go down. Trying to cash in. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Almost. And he's not getting the call. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Right. Spins and scores.
Okay, that time it was effective, but a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
It's Minnesota basketball. Here comes the screen. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Right with it. Leads 1. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Now a timeout here for the Timberwolves as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
It's Grizzlies ball. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
DeLon Wright trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Here comes the screen. E.K. Anunoby. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good to cement the 3-point play. The lead is back down to 1. Grizzlies own the basketball. Right to Caldwell Pope. Probing the defense. Driving the shot clock for Memphis. Has a look with the step back.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there, but let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
To DiVincenzo. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended. To right. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Ivan Rabb at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. To DiVincenzo. Here's a chance from long range, and the Grizzlies able to clear the rebound. Oh, he had it. Nothing going here on that drive. The pass set it all up.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Memphis with the rock. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Ivan Rabb, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. Two for two on that trip. T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. DiVincenzo takes stock of the floor. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
count the bucket for two.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
DiVincenzo. Screen coming. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Grizzlies at the controls right now. Wolves have it. DiVincenzo. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Jabari Bird trying to cash in on a three-point play for his career 46%. The free throw is good. It's back to a one-point game. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Brandon Jennings. Time for some new personnel into the game. Minnesota with the basketball. DiVincenzo. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
To Jaren Jackson. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. DiVincenzo. Scores from the post. Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as they'll discuss matters in what's now a three-point game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Jaren Jackson. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
DiVincenzo. Here comes the screen. To Gobert. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Rudy Gobert at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Not the best career mark, 62%. Unable to connect on the free throw. To Jaren Jackson. And he buries it.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. DiVincenzo has a chance, gets a look, can't hit.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. You talk about forcing things up. Too much pressure that time.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit it.
Here comes the screen. DiVincenzo. Add 2 points to the board.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
And good work defensively as the pass is taken away.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And a chance coming up at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. To Jaren Jackson. Count the basket at the rim.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Driving right to the basket.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Jaren Jackson. Tough make through traffic.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Minnesota at the controls. DiVincenzo to Gobert. He can't get past the defender. And scores.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
To Jaren Jackson. Five on the shot clock for Memphis. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Yes, a 3 at the buzzer. And this is all tied up as we reach the end of the first half. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Timberwolves don't have the advantage or the disadvantage after one half. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers. The Grizzlies have themselves a tie after 2 quarters of action. The long-range shooting has been outstanding, and if they can keep it up, it's going to open up more things for them offensively. These are the guys getting buckets.
Game traffic. Bench points.
What I found interesting about that half of basketball is how the momentum stayed high even when the substitutions started coming into the game. These guys coming off the bench, from both benches actually, are doing a great job of making positive contributions.
Player of the half.
Jackson Jr. has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Timberwolves are basically starting 0-0 to start the second half. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. These are the guys getting buckets. The Grizzlies will start the third quarter with a tie on the scoreboard. The long-range shooting has been outstanding, and if they can keep it up, it's going to open up more things for them offensively. Have a look at the leading scorers. And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Five to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. Second effort. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
DiVincenzo. Fires the 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
DiVincenzo. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Gets it to go. The percentage lied with the defense. The shooter strikes that time.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
DiVincenzo. Oh, good work to step in front. The pass taken away. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy two on the other end after the turnover.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
They get it down to Gobert. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Memphis, they've got it. Sizing up the defense with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
To DiVincenzo. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Gobert. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Trying to cash in. Won't go.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Rudy Gobert at the line for 2 shots. He struggled so far. Nope, first one does not go. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. It's Grizzlies ball. To Jaren Jackson. Able to convert inside.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
DiVincenzo. 4-3. He drills the 3.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
To Jaren Jackson. Lets it fly from long range. They feel this kid is tough. The 4th pick in the 2018 draft.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
And the rebound belongs to Memphis. Shot from the lane won't go. Gobert to DiVincenzo. Nice finish at the rim.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
To Jaren Jackson. Scores from the post.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
DiVincenzo to Gobert. Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
Here comes the screen. To Jaren Jackson. T-Wolves with the basketball. DiVincenzo. It's a big finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
seconds to shoot. And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
New age triple threat. It does two things. Number one, it creates distance in a hurry. Number two, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is the difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move, or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of the shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
To Jaren Jackson. Shot clock winding down. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Some lineup changes. Now for both clubs. Shot clock winding down. For three. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Off the assist.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies. From long range, yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Grizzlies own the basketball. Probing the defense. And he hits.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Stuffs it down with authority. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
And he drains it. To Gobert. And strokes it.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Jaren Jackson. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Oh, it goes down. Yes, it's better to be lucky than good. "19-footer at the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Grizzlies are way out in front. The Wolves with the basketballs. We start the fourth quarter. And Jay, remember, this was a tie game at halftime. The third quarter, that was disastrous.
Everything they did right in the first half, they're doing wrong in the third quarter. Now it's time to get back to what the first half mentality was, because it's time for the fourth quarter.
Right with it. His team on top by 8. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Short jumper misses.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Knocks down the first. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. And the Timberwolves have the rebound. Memphis with the rock. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Jumper's good.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Caldwell Pope. Rock in the rim. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
And he buries it. To Caldwell Pope. Great look and vision. Throws it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Timberwolves have the basketball. Surveys the floor. Flushes it home.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
To Caldwell Pope. Not a good pass there. T-Wolves have it. And count the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
And scores. Strong take.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
New blood coming in for... both sides. DiVincenzo lets it fly from beyond the arc. Knocks it down.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
The Timberwolves have the basketball. DiVincenzo. Shot from in close, no good. To Caldwell Pope. Screen coming. Has a chance. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. To DiVincenzo. Ivan Rabb pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Able to convert inside.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
To Caldwell Pope. Oh, look what I found. You know he had that one in his back pocket.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
No good. It's Minnesota basketball. DiVincenzo. Five to shoot for Minnesota. Trying to cash in. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
To Caldwell Pope. Nice pass to get things going.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Here comes the screen. DiVincenzo. Can't connect.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope looking good, 4 for 5. Now a whistle as Minnesota's going to take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
I think everyone in this building knows it's going to come down to the last 2 minutes. This game is going to be won with who decides to really show up on the defensive end of the ball.
Changes coming from both sides right now. DiVincenzo. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Short jumper off the mark.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Cruises inside for 2.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To DiVincenzo. Fires the 3. They were ready for DiVincenzo on that 3.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
On the shot clock. To Jaren Jackson. Has a look. Doesn't get the bounce. DiVincenzo. And the slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
DiVincenzo. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To DiVincenzo. Going to launch beyond the arc. This young man can drill them on a dime. Dante DiVincenzo.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Jaren Jackson. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Trying to cash in. The jumper's off the mark. Rejected. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Now a timeout here for the Timberwolves. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. DiVincenzo. Goes to the left side. The Wolves down to 4 in the shot clock. Deep three at the buzzer. Grizzlies get the victory as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Grizzlies finished with a narrow victory on the scoreboard. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Memphis Grizzlies. The Timberwolves just couldn't close this one out. Chemistry was clearly not the issue today because they were definitely sharing the ball well. Still, everyone knows they'd rather be sharing the joy of a victory. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Game trap. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.